Hey guys, what's good? Triple J Boxing. So just watched their final media day workouts. It's good that DAZN is we're getting a lot of content in this last 2 weeks of Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. This is the second media workout we have gotten. And Devin showed a bit more. Ryan showed pretty snappy power shots on the mitts, but definitely Devin showed a bit more power, and I'll get into that, and we'll break down how they looked. So, I'll start off with Ryan Garcia. In the first media workout, he looked, a lot of people, the eyes were on him because they didn't know how he was going to look, and he proved a lot of people wrong because he did a pretty long media day workout. It was about like an hour long of constant work. And some was behind the scenes that you didn't see, like ab workouts and stuff. They only showed like mitt work, bag work, and shadow boxing, but he did other stuff as well. Whereas Devin did really pity pat punches, and it was like literally like 5 to 10 minutes. He didn't show much, which I don't hold too much regard in the media day workout, unless they look terrible, right, or something like that. But anyway. So this time around, Ryan Garcia, what I liked is when he was throwing that straight right hand and that straight looping right hand, right hook, and he threw in a right uppercut as well. There was a point during the workout with Derek James on the mitts and I'm talking about the most recent media workout that just happened today. The amount of snap and power he was getting on those right hand shots there was a lot of velocity. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that was like, if you get clipped with that, you're going out. I don't care who you are. Like, that was pretty impressive. That's what I took away from the workout. And he didn't show much of it. He only showed glimpses of it. I think there was only a couple exchanges where he really sat down on the right hand shots, and it was like the speed and power was pretty crazy. Like, it reminds me of like Manny Pacquiao on the mitts when he would land that straight left on the mitt. It was something to behold. And I think Ryan has that kind of Manny Pacquiao speed. Maybe not in the legs, but definitely in the upper body. But I think that, in a sense, Ryan Garcia makes up for... He doesn't have as good legs as Pacquiao did, but he definitely, obviously, he's a lot longer and taller than Pacquiao. So the height and reach will make up for that in a sense, right? But his upper body speed is pretty crazy. Like, his hand speed is on the level of a Pacquiao speed. And his style, for some reason, the way he fights, it kind of reminds me of McGregor too, Ryan Garcia. Let me know if you guys see that as well. But just the way he kind of walks guys down and he throws his shots. And he kind of has his hands down a little bit. But... yeah, guys, that's what I took away from that workout on the mitts with Derek. Obviously, they're working on the catch and shoot still. He's showing good defense. But I think the power and the snap that he's generating on those right hands. And he said, don't be surprised if I knock him out with a right hand, if he hits the floor from a straight right. Time will tell, but I'm really liking that he's developing his right hand more because his right hand has always been a good punch. So I feel like he should utilize it more in this fight. And then he did other, like, he was doing the clapping push-ups. Then he was kind of like on all fours like an animal, kind of crawling. And yeah, he's in beast mode, guys. He's in beast mode. And another thing, he was at first I thought he was wearing dress shoes, but they zoomed in on his shoes. They're kind of like, I guess they're kind of shoes or boots or something. And he's wearing weighted boots. Now, we know later in the week he's been wearing the weighted gloves all week. And now he's been wearing the weighted boots. So it leads me to believe when he takes them off, he'll probably maybe maybe tomorrow he'll take them off so he has a day of rest. Or maybe he just takes it off the day of the fight. He believes that his speed is gonna be insane once he takes them off, kind of like Dragon Ball Z shit. You take off the weighted vest, you know what I mean? And you're like insanely fast now. So I do like that, how he's implementing that. His speed is ridiculous, guys. I don't care what you say. The power he's generating, it's not even just the power, it's the snap that he possesses. It's like Pacquiao type snap. Like, you rarely see that you don't see that much. Like, he has God-gifted speed and power. You got to admit there, guys. He maybe still hasn't reached his best, and there's a lot of potential there. He may be an unfinished product still. He is only 25, and maybe Devin is ahead of him in the, he's more well-rounded in the skill department. But I got to say, the potential of Ryan and the God-gifted talent of the speed and power, you can't teach that, guys. And I feel like Devin, on the other hand, is just more of he's just a really hard worker, and he's not as naturally talented as Ryan. And that's my opinion. And when I mean naturally talented, I mean physically, athletically. Ryan possesses things that Devin just won't have. But he makes up for it with his work ethic and his hard work, right? And his determination and discipline. That's what makes Devin belong at this level. And I'm not saying he's not gifted, guys. I'm just saying I feel like a guy like Ryan is more naturally talented. And that's my opinion on it. But so Devin, let's go to Devin now. Devin, he showed a bit more. He seemed like he was sitting down on his shots more, especially the right hand, looping right hand, right hook, straight right, some hooks, some regular left hooks as well. And to me, his power looks decent. Like, I know some people are going to still comment, oh, pillow hands, but like as he's hitting the pads, he does look like he's got decent power, but you can definitely see the speed difference between him and Ryan. Like Ryan applies so much more speed plus power when he throws his power shots, where Devin, it's either a fast punch, a fast weak punch, or it's just like a slow, and I'm not saying it's slow, I'm just saying in comparison. So I feel like his punches aren't as fast when he throws power shots, but definitely I've seen power in Devin's shots. But this is what I notice here, guys. Even though he seems to be, he's heavier, he's stronger at this weight, and he's looking good hitting the mitts. He's showing power. But the thing I notice is when he's doing those power shots, when he's sitting down on these shots, his legs, he has to be stationary. Devin's not really, he has to set his feet to throw those power shots like any fighter would. Like, there's very few fighters that can land power while they're on the move. Like, I guess Pacquiao is one of the few examples I could use where he could still generate pretty good power on the move as he's throwing punches and his legs aren't even under him. But I feel like when you look at Devin throwing shots, and most fighters, Ryan, Canelo, all of them, they have to, pretty much everybody, when you have your feet under you and you're stationary, you're going to throw harder shots because you have your legs under you. And I do notice when, I thought to myself, wow, Devin looks like he's really showing some decent power here. But then I thought to myself, this could not be a good thing if he actually wants to go for the knockout, because I feel like it could backfire, because that's not Devin's style. Devin needs to control the distance and use his legs. He cannot be stationary and sitting down on his shots, squaring up with Ryan Garcia. So even though I do believe he showed decent power when he was throwing those shots on the mitts during the media workout, I noticed he was stationary. He needed to be stationary to generate that kind of power. And I just feel like if he's not stationary and if he's not, if he's going to be moving around, he just can't generate that same kind of power, right? So he's got to either sell out in the sense that he has to get away from his natural ability and his natural skill set of boxing and moving if he really wants to, because he's saying, guys, he's going for the knockout. And if he really wants to go for the knockout, you have to square up you have to go to the center of the ring and you have to stand toe to toe And I feel like he has to stand his ground. That's what I mean. He has to stand his ground and get his legs underneath him to throw those kind of power shots. And I just feel like he'll be open to getting hit by Ryan, because Ryan would want that. Like, if you're a more stationary target, Ryan's going to land. I don't care who you are. Ryan's going to land his shots on you. He's just so quick. He will land on you. So I know Devin Haney, he says he's going for the knockout, and I know he's showing power on the mitts. I just don't see why you would, like, if you're Devin, you're their team, why you would want to risk at this point in your career, why you would risk it now when all the other fights you never risked it really, like sitting down on your shots as much, and trading with a guy like Ryan Garcia, the hardest puncher you've ever fought. I don't know why he would do that when his best chance of winning would be to box and to use distance, use your jab, right? But maybe he'll surprise us. Maybe he wants to show a different side of himself. I just don't know if this is the time to do it, but can he pull off like a Mayweather Ricky Haddon where he stops, where Mayweather got a stoppage, right? Can he pull off an Andre Ward versus Kovalev, the second fight, where he stopped the puncher Kovalev, right? But then again, see guys, when you look at those two examples I just brought up, Andre Ward wasn't known to be a weak pillow puncher, though. That's the thing. He wasn't known to be a soft puncher. Like, everyone knew he could crack. It's just he was more disciplined, right? I feel like Devin Haney, he doesn't have as much power as an Andre Ward. And then my other example was the Ricky Haddon fight. So I feel like Mayweather, obviously he's not known to be a hard puncher, but he got Ricky Haddon out of there. And I think that was his last like legitimate stoppage, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it is. So that was Mayweather's last legitimate stoppage. And I don't know what Mayweather's KO percentage was at that time. I do know. I don't know the exact percentage, but I'll tell you this. Mayweather's KO percentage was a lot higher than Devin Haney's was when he stopped Ricky Haddon. Even though Mayweather wasn't known to be a hard puncher, his KO percentage was a lot higher than Devin Haney was at that point in his career. If you look at Mayweather, he was knocking out guys earlier in his career. And I know, yeah, they weren't like maybe top level guys, some of them, but what I'm trying to say is Devin really has to go outside his style here if he wants to knock out Ryan Garcia. He's got to sit down on his shots and be more stationary. He won't be able to generate the same kind of power if he's moving like he usually does, right? And I know in the Lomachenko fight, I remember Regis Prograis fight, I kind of forget. I think I only watched the highlights for that fight, to be honest. I wasn't even interested in watching that fight, but and it was pay-per-view. I think that's why I was like, what? Why is this pay-per-view? But anyway, I know with Lomachenko, he did stay in the pocket with Lomachenko to land those body shots. So he does have the ability to stand toe-to-toe at times. Not toe-to-toe like Rock'em Sock'em Robots or anything, but he does stand his ground at times. And he did with Lomachenko to land those body shots, the good body shots he landed. But I feel like if he does that with Ryan, I don't know if that'd be smart, guys. I just don't know if that would be smart for him to be that close, because Ryan Garcia's got longer arms as well, and he has devastating power. Lomachenko don't have devastating power. So what I did like from Devin Haney was he seems like he does show decent power when he sits down on his shots, but is that smart for him to go for a knockout? I think it's all cap, though. I don't think he's going to actually try to go for the knockout. I think his best bet is for him to let Ryan come to him and countershot him and get a knockdown that way by Ryan running into something, right? That would be better. Just a sharp, clean shot that you don't see that Ryan runs into. But if he's going to be standing toe-to-toe with Ryan and pushing the action, I don't know why they would want Devin Haney to do that. I know it would prove a point and would if he could be successful at doing it, but at this point in his career, why would you change your style unless Ryan got in your head? There's no other reason why you would go for a knockout now. There's really no other reason. But anyway, I'm really excited and hyped up for this fight. Both guys look good for their media day. And I want to bring up another thing. It's funny how all these boxing medias and YouTube channels, all of Devin Haney's videos are titled Devin Haney looking super sharp. Devin Haney locked in and really, and I know I do that too with his videos, but I'm saying this is what I don't like. When they say that all for Devin's videos, but when it comes to Ryan's, they're like, Ryan, crazy Ryan. You know what I mean? Like Ryan all coked up. Ryan, weird workout. Like it's all like terms that to make him sound like he's just off the, like that he's crazy still. Like, and it's all to get clicks. That's why they're doing it. But I don't know. Like, I feel like, I don't know. Like, you shouldn't title it that crazy if it's not that insane. Like, maybe at the start, okay, it was needed because it was, but at this point, why are you labeling stuff that it's like he's not, it's just normal now. Why are we labeling him crazy now? You know what I mean? I don't know. I just find that kind of stupid. But anyway, guys, it's Triple J Boxing. Can't wait for the fight. Let's go. Take care.